Hi Libra, welcome back to your monthly zodiac readings. I trust you guys had a wonderful September and are gearing up for October, your birthday month. Happy birthday, by the way. Also, keep in mind as well that September had a couple of eclipses. September's had lots of planetary movement, so lots of things are going to be replaced in our lives. Things are going to be removed and other things are going to take its place. So keep in mind that that is a very big reality as you're moving into the rest of the year. We're almost through this year. It's been a fast moving year if you ask me. Also, this reading pertains to Libra, sun, moon, and rising signs, okay? Also, if you don't find that this reading is resonating with you, then you might want a private reading specific to your questions and your situations. If you'd like one from me, check my link or write to me at my address, check my blog, and we'll hook up and I'll set up an appointment for your reading. Keep in mind that this reading is for relationships with self, with others, friends, family, and significant romantic relationships as well, because it'll touch upon all of those areas of your life. You can take some information from the readings, and if it doesn't pertain to you, then leave it alone. I do mix together whether you're in a relationship or not. Sometimes I'll specify it, but believe me, it all blends together in the end with the way that I read. I'd also like to thank all of you that have supported my channel, either by listening to the advertisements that I have in the beginning of my readings, or by being a part of my patrons page, or by donating, being a client. Your likes, shares, your comments, all of it adds up, and I do appreciate it, and I want to thank you guys for that. I know that sometimes I get caught up in my readings and I'm channeling material and I don't want to forget it by talking too much at the beginning of the reading, so I don't always thank you guys, but believe me, it's always in my heart and in my thoughts. I work very hard on these videos. The decks are expensive, the equipment's expensive, and the time that it takes to upload them and to make them it can take up lots and lots of time, days to be exact. So I just want you guys to know, because perhaps you don't realize how hard it is for some of the tarot readers on YouTube to actually get these readings out to you and do it on a timely fashion, and as many as they are, it does take up a lot of time. So thank you for your support, and please continue to support my channel. I do appreciate it. Now onward with the reading. Now Libra, I'm sorry guys, but you do have a lot of really challenging cards for this month. I am not sure exactly why, but the thing is that there is lots of things that are being removed from our lives, and that's the only thing that I could figure with all the eclipses and the planetary movements. But the beginning of the reading, or the general energy that is affecting your reading, is the Five of Cups. So this is despair, it's pain, it's perhaps thoughts from relationships from the past, or relationships that didn't work, relationships that you spent a lot of time and effort in that never panned out the way that you thought that they would. So a lot of this is keeping you busy. It's negative thinking, negative thought patterns. You're going into the past where usually it's not recommended that you do so. Perhaps just a brief overview and kind of learn from those lessons and move forward, Libra, because otherwise you can get caught up in that mess and you won't be able to let go. It shows here that you're thinking about the time that you were happy, because you're concentrating on when the cups were full, the 3 cups, and you don't see that perhaps all isn't lost. Perhaps there's a chance still for that relationship that you still worry about and to materialize, or there may be another relationship that you don't want to see, you don't want to look at it because you don't turn around. You're still stuck in the past, so you need to forget about the past and move forward, because for some of you, if you know you can't fix it and there's no way that you can bring it together again, then you need to move on with your life. You can't stay stuck in the past, because all that's going to do is torment you, and it's really not a good place. The card that is crossing you, though, is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords depicts betrayals, that perhaps your thoughts betrayed you, your own actions betrayed you, you felt betrayed by everyone, when in essence or in reality it's both. It's you and them. It's everyone, you know. It's just the thoughts, the struggles, thinking inside the box, not being able to go outside of the box in order to think where relationships are concerned, where actions are concerned. Sometimes we do betray ourselves with our actions and our thoughts because we don't see into the future what our actions are actually going to materialize, what they will lead, because for every action there is a reaction. And sometimes we don't realize that our own actions betray ourselves. And then we're constantly stuck in that past and what we could have done differently. What we can do differently is by moving into the future, not making the same mistakes, bringing trust, bringing more love into a relationship, or seeing who else could be around that may offer that to you now, and believe in them, believing for a change, that things could be different. Some of you are breaking up with your existing relationships, or you see that they're not going anywhere, and you're constantly thinking about, oh my God, I remember when things were great. I can't break away from this person. I love them so much. I keep thinking about them. It's obsession. It's not necessarily love. Because love does not disappoint. Love does not hurt. Love, if you know what the word means, which is very difficult for any one of us to actually know what the word love means. Because unconditional love, just think of Christ and his passion of trying to love others unconditionally. What did they do to him for his love? They crucified him and tore the skin right off of his bones, practically. They ripped him to shreds, literally, because of trying to teach another human being how to love unconditionally. Because he did, and he tried, but he couldn't do it. We have to learn to love unconditionally, and sometimes we don't. And we want to control the other person when there is no control. We cannot control another soul. So perhaps that could be some of the issues that you're experiencing right now, because of either them trying to control you or you trying to control them, and things are falling apart because there can be no control. You have to learn to love unconditionally, and if it's time for them to go, then love them from afar. But also love yourself and know that things are going to get better, because once you get the Ten of Swords, it depicts situations that are finally leaving, that are finally going to go away because of your own actions or actions of others, or just because it's time. Because the wheel turns, and it's time for you to let go of the past, of that pain, of that betrayal. There's a new day dawning for you guys, and you need to see it as such. I know that sometimes the pain is hard to get over, but you must get over it, as we must all. The foundation of the issue, or what brought all of this on, is choices. It's two people, perhaps a divorce or a separation, or another person that came in between you, your relationship, either in the past or now. If you're in a relationship now. If you're single, this happened in the past. This is what's brought on all these memories and the turmoil, and you thinking that you're being betrayed or were betrayed or you betrayed yourself. It's due to the choices that you have made in the past. So you need to see what they were and make different choices moving into the future. Because otherwise you will repeat the same situation over and over again, which you really don't want to do that. Past influences that are now leaving your life, you're getting the Five of Coins. This is a card of feeling left out in the cold, of not knowing what's going on, of feeling that others don't love you, that they don't care about you. That's not necessarily true. You just don't look around. There's always help in the background, but you don't see it. Because you're in the box. You're thinking very narrowly. You don't see other options or other situations, or perhaps by talking to others that could have helped or can help, you'll be able to get out of this poverty mind thinking. Thinking of poverty, of not having enough, of never having enough. That is a situation that is very, very difficult, because you have a mindset that I don't have enough money, I don't have enough love, I don't have enough of this, I don't have enough of that. That can drive a person crazy. That can end a relationship if you're constantly thinking that you need more, that you need more, that you need more. You don't need more. You probably have plenty around you, love, everything, and you don't see it because you're focused on things that have fallen apart. You're focused on the wrong thing, actually. Let's what's being told to me now. You're just focusing on the wrong issues in life, and you don't see that you're surrounded by abundance and love already. You need to see that. The issues that are on your mind at the moment are either children, younger than you, people that are younger than you, a new job or a new field of learning, something new. So perhaps this is what's on your mind now. Beginning something new, a new relationship, or starting an old relationship over again, or starting a new energy over. Learning from the past and beginning anew. So that is what is on your mind. You're going to receive messages from people that are very grounded. Either an earth sign is going to contact you, perhaps from the past. Maybe it'll bring up memories from the past. Maybe this is a brand new person that steps into your life that's an earth sign. Either a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. This could be concerning a Taurus, a younger male, perhaps. You may be thinking about, maybe you have a child, maybe you have someone in the past that was a younger Taurus, either a female or a male, and you may be thinking about them. Because this is the stuff that's in your mind at the moment. But moving into the future, you have the Princess of Arrows. This is messenger, learning the truth about things, knowing what's happening, what's really happening. Because as you move into the future, these thoughts from the past, all of these things that have been going through your mind, everything that you feel has betrayed you or has done you wrong, you're going to start finding out truths about things, of how they are now, how is everything now in your life, in their lives, what's going on with the people from your past. So maybe you're going to go on a quest to where you're going to find out some information and then finally either be able to release that energy or move forward with new energy or doing something new in your life, Libra, because the past is tormenting you. How you see yourself, 8 of Arrows, like you're stuck in a box and you can't come out. Again, narrow thinking, but this box is really not boxing you in. You can walk right out of it. You just don't have enough information, I believe. I think if you were to gather more information about the things that went on in your past or what's going on in your relationship now, you will see that it isn't perhaps as bad as you think. It's just that you're right now not focusing on things that are real, on things that you need to focus on. You're focusing on things that are not right. How others see you is very triumphant. They see you as someone that's a go-getter, that's constantly moving forward, somebody that does a lot, that's a world traveler, someone that's done everything. This is the World card. This is endings, beginnings, someone that can start just about anything, someone that's good with their head, with their plans, with their hands, someone that can have an actual love that's above all others. This is how other people see you, as someone that has had everything in their lives, that can achieve anything that they want. So you need to remember that, Libra, that you are someone that can really balance your life to be able to achieve whatever you want in life. What your fears are is your temptations. You are afraid. So this card is the Devil card, okay? The Devil card is attachments to negative patterns, negative thinking, attachments to drugs, alcohol, being tempted by others, being tempted by relationships, other people. Maybe you're in a relationship and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be tempted by another. And so your hopes and your fears is that you find someone that can break you away from all of your addictions, from all of your bad memories, from all of your betrayals. But then you fear that the person is going to, again, perhaps be tempted by someone else or lie to you, or not be able to trust them, perhaps. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you're just filled with fear and you can't overcome that fear because of memories from the past, Libra. You need to get over it, because the very last card is the fertility card. This is the Empress. This is someone that is pregnant, someone that's bringing life into this world. So either you have children and one of them is going to have babies, or you know someone that will have a baby. You're pregnant with ideas that you need to bring to the surface. Maybe there's something you need to do. Maybe there's someone you need to communicate. You have ideas to do something. Perhaps you need to move forward with these ideas. Maybe you're afraid. And you feel like if you do, you're going to feel even worse, or something worse is going to happen. Get over your fears. Because this is the card of complete abundance, of being happy, of being able to materialize the things into your world that you want. So you need to release some of these fears and thoughts from the past in order to move forward. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Prince of Arrows. So this is someone that moves forward fearlessly into a situation or without any fear, and conquers all of their struggles and all of their thoughts that they're having, and just moves through whatever situation is bothering them and just breaks it apart because they dig for the truth. They find out what they need to find out. You need to bring that fire back into your life, Libra. Which the card that you're getting from the magic mirrors is lightning. So it's either a thought that pierces the mind, something that comes into your thoughts that just breaks everything apart. Finally, all these clouds, all this darkness that you have been in, there's light that's shed upon it, because you get out there and you investigate. You start to look and see what exactly is happening in my relationship. If you're in a relationship, how can I mend this? Or do I have to end this? Ooh, it rhymes. And then if you're single, same thing. How can I either mend that relationship or move on with my life and bring someone new into my life? Fresh energy, fresh people, fresh eyes, something new, and trust in them. Don't have these fears of being tempted or of addictive behavior. Perhaps there's some things that you need to get over, some addictions of maybe negative thought patterns that you need to work on. Libra, I'm not sure. If it's someone that's in a relationship and you're being tempted, please don't do that, because all that person is going to do is later on be taken away by someone else. Because if it doesn't belong to you, you have no business in that. You need to remember that's a lesson as well. But you're going to be gaining some clarity in some of the things that have happened in your life in the past, and some of the things that are going on in your life now, by moving forward fearlessly and just kind of breaking through that energy that has you stuck because you're afraid right now and you don't want to see what's going on. But you have to make your choice. Whether it's good or bad, you have to make it in order to move forward, okay? So these storms are either moving away or they're coming closer to you. It depends on how you treat it for the month of October. And if it's coming towards you, then so be it. Ride through it like the Prince of Swords and get rid of all the stuff that no longer serves you a purpose. Goddess of Psychic Protection. What you believe, you create. No one can harm you. Look at that. So whatever in your thoughts, your fears, is what you're going to materialize, okay? So if you're thinking about despair, about heartbreak, about being betrayed by everyone and anyone, then that is what is going to materialize in your life. You need to start thinking out of the box, because no one can hurt you, okay? These fears you need to eliminate, Libra, from your life, because you are a very triumphant person. So you're going to be ending some cycles in the month of October, whether it's a relationship, negative thinking, addictions to things. Perhaps you're going to start getting healthy again, worrying about your health as opposed to worrying about things that really don't serve you a purpose. But you have psychic protection, okay? You have protection, you have guides, you have your angels. They're trying to help you and they're trying to guide you. But believe me, what you believe, you're going to manifest. So do the opposite. If you're fearing something, go in the other direction. If you think you can't trust someone, try trusting and see what actually manifests, because what lives inside of you is what you'll turn around and manifest on the outside. The zodiac sign that's going to affect you this month would probably be a Aries or a fire sign. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous, crusading, impulsive. Action is likely. So once you gain some clarity onto what's happening in your life and how you're going to fix it, you're going to be like the Aries sign. You're going to be quite the warrior, and you're going to run through everything and try to fix everything up in your life, and just be more hands-on, more aggressive in order to achieve the things that you need to achieve. Turn that fire on. Right now it's all in your thoughts and your struggles. You need to make that into forward movement in life, okay? Action. Take action on your thoughts. Because if you keep just thinking, and you take no action, that you don't marry the two, then you get absolutely nowhere. The 10th house is the house that's going to be affected. Your achievements and status in the outside world. So no more in here. You need to start making things happen in your outside world. And by taking action, being like I am, which is the Aries sign, and that's what they think. They're in the head and they move forward. They're fire. They make things happen. They're teachers. They're leaders. And you want to do it in your outside world. You want others to see how you can achieve things. And perhaps you've been lately not doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. The planet that's affecting you is Vesta, the goddess within, your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. So your goddess within, or your God within, is what's going to affect and forward move you in life this month of October. That's what's going to be highlighted. Your sacred spiritual center. So you need to listen to your soul a bit more. What is your soul telling you? What is it wanting you to do? What are your feelings really like? Is there something that you need to say to someone? Is there something you need to do for yourself? What can make you happy? Your soul is speaking to you and you're not listening. So that is what's going to be affected. And you're going to be showing that in the world outside. This is the second card that speaks of the world. Your achievements outside in the world. You have probably had lots of achievements in the world, okay, Libra, because you guys are very balanced when it comes to your work life. But when it comes to your emotional life, you're a mess in a way, you know. You can be, so you need to straighten that out a little bit. I can tell by your cards this month that you're having a lot of struggles when it comes to your emotional life. But you can fix it. It's not something that can't be fixed. It's only in your mind. It's all in here. That's where it is. And you're an air sign, so it kind of makes sense that you'd get the air cards because you're constantly struggling in your mind. And you need to stop struggling and start acting, because that's what's going to counteract all of that despair that you're going through. And I'm sorry I had to bring you the news, but you can straighten it out. And if you have to fix some addictions or fix some negative thought patterns, then do that so that you can move forward in a personal relationship. And I hope you can. Know that I love you, and I'm sorry that the cards were so kind of weird, but there's always next month. Bye for now. Talk to you soon.